two stocks known for their effective low floats. We have SMX and RGC. They're both trending. RGC up 86% roughly. Okay, 12 million shares have crossed the tape. The 50-day average is around 2.495 million shares. Let's see what we have on its 4-hour chart. Okay, but before we do that, the stock is trending due to renewed enthusiasm surrounding its patented plastic cycle token and verification platform, alongside the recent addition of options trading, which is fueling speculative interest. The community of investors and traders is actively discussing the potential for a significant short squeeze, drawing comparisons to previous parabolic moves and emphasizing the stock's effective low float characteristics. Despite some discussions about the past dilution, many anticipate another explosive upward movement for the stock. So there are no guarantees that that will be the case at all. Um, the float has increased, and it's no longer that it's no longer a small float, a low float, but it doesn't matter. What actually matters is what is being traded, the average volume that is being traded. So technically it is still a low float, relatively low float, going by this 50-day average. So on the average, not a lot of shares have been trading. So the float currently, which is the number of shares that can be traded at any point in time without notice, is in the tens of millions right now. However, this is what has been trading of late. So amongst all of those floats, insiders may be holding some, longer long-term holders may be holding some, passive traders, passive investors might be holding some. So all in all, it's a fraction of the if the whole float that is trending, and that is the most effective volume that actually drives the market. So it is, you could say, it is a low float. You know. So the extrapolation is saying that this trend might remain in place up till the pre-market session of tomorrow, the 8th of January. Then after that, it may go into a contraction, and maybe lower prices may continue to print thereafter. Projections are currently saying uh, beginning with some really, really, really negative prices. Obviously, those negative prices are referring to real fractional prices. So above them, we now have 37.1, so it's a slight premium to the current levels. And then 102.06, 135.32, 155.86. These other high ambitious projections, 102.06, there's no guarantee that they will print as well. And in as much as the extrapolation seems to be suggesting that it's going to begin to contract this expansion from tomorrow, there's also no guarantee that that will be the case at all. As things stand right now, the probability of it retesting 51.2, which it printed on the 30th of December, is statistically, yeah, very high. Statistically very high, very, very high, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen at all. On all time frames, the 10, 21, 40, and 200 period moving average time frames, it is statistically very high. But it's not. It doesn't guarantee that it's going to print anyway. For 85.03, equally very, very high as well, very high. I mean, I would say almost 100% statistically that they will print. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that will be the case at all. For 118.86, equally statistically very high as well. But one more time, no guarantee that it will print as well. Okay, RGC up for 8.65%. It is most certainly effective, it has an effective low float as well. Yeah, let's see, 2 million shares have crossed the tape. The stock is trending due to the extremely high borrow rate fees and near zero shortable shares, igniting strong community discussion about a potential short squeeze. Investors are actively debating its low float and China pump characteristics, with many anticipating a significant upside move akin to its past volatile surges as volume continues to build. Yeah, okay, you can see here the effective float is 314,000. It has the float is also in the millions, but insiders are probably holding everything and they're obviously not trading, they are passive with it. So yeah, it is effectively a low float. But implied volatility is expected to increase in the coming days. I think it's now has now become optionable. So yeah, let's see now. Let's see what we have for RGC. Yes, and the borrow rate is very, very high. There's a fee as well, very high borrow rate, and then very high fees as well. And these fees, whether the orders go through or not, your account you'll be charged up to $200 or thereabouts. So all of those things will make it yeah will you probably will may result in what you're looking at right now. So as a matter of fact, some investors seeing what's going on right now might even jump in to buy the stock because all of those fees and interests, they are paid to the holders of the stocks. They are paid all those fees go back to the stockholders. So as a matter of fact, it is providing a buying opportunity, an incentive to even own the stock is actually there, as a matter of fact. So there is indeed an incentive to own the stock. This is the 4-hour chart. Underlying trend is strongly bullish on this 4-hour chart. High prices are expected to keep printing, going all the way towards the Friday the 9th. The 40 period moving average equally expected to keep rising. Projections are saying nothing to the upside currently. More of down projections. We have 30.44, 34.43, 36.89. Let's see what it's displaying on its daily chart. On the daily chart, it is a test attempting to retest its all-time high of 7.69. So the extrapolation seems to be suggesting that this trend it has might remain in place up to Friday the 9th. Then after that, a contraction may play out. And as usual, we have been noticing that the 40-day moving average tends to serve as a buy the dip opportunity. So it seems that if it comes close, they may want to buy the opportunity. They may want to buy the dip as the extrapolation seems to be suggesting, but not in this case here. If it when it not further on towards let's see, towards early February, but we'll see how it goes. Here, the projections are saying to the 3.55. It's more of a down projection. Let's see what we have for its market greed. Not market greed, rather price pressure. Oh, yeah, okay. We could just quickly glance at the market grid for on the 4-hour chart, hoping that it has something to give us, not a lopsided. Okay, yeah, yeah. So there's a good chance higher prices may continue to print as well, even though profit taking may be taking place. So it's at 50.11 right now. So this is where it is in between R3 and R2. So the odds of 51.23 printing is maybe there, but at the same time they are getting ready to start taking profits. So it's complicated there. Yeah, profit taking and profit taking obviously may mean supply coming into the market for the stock, meaning it may pull back, but at the same time the odds of it advancing is also there as well. Okay, price pressure momentum is saying that this momentum may continue to weaken, going all the way towards next week. Let's see what we have here on its daily chart as it concerns the momentum. Yeah, momentum is expected to continue to decay as well. Not expected to not expected to remain strong. Okay, yeah. So see what you make of these two stocks, and thank you very much for watching this video.